Hey guys, so today we're making some beef stew in a pressure cooker. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I'm starting with 4 pounds of beef stew meat. And so you're just going to season your meat. You can use whatever seasonings you want. Just make sure your food is not bland. No bland food, y'all. Next, we're going to roughly chop 1 yellow onion. You don't have to cut it really small, just kind of chunky because it is going in a pressure cooker and we don't want our vegetables to get all mushy. Next, we're going to peel and chop 4 carrots. And so you can cut up more carrots if you want more, or however many vegetables you want. I did end up using some frozen carrots towards the end because I felt like I didn't have enough carrots. And again, you're going to cut these pretty big because you don't want it to get mushy in the pressure cooker. And make sure you wash your vegetables. We don't want dirty vegetables in our delicious beef stew. And now I'm just chopping up 2 stalks of celery. These were pretty long, and so I would say about 2 to 3 stalks of celery, or you can, leave that out if you're one of those people who don't like celery. Next, we're going to press the saute button on our pressure cooker, and then you're going to add some oil. I'm using olive oil, and then we're going to brown our beef stew meat. And so browning the meat helps to sear in that flavor. And so we want our stew to be nice and delicious, so don't skip this step, y'all. And so after you brown your meat, you're going to remove it from the pot. And then I used some beef bouillon. I used about 3 tablespoons of that and mixed it with 4 cups of water to make some beef broth. If you have beef broth from the store, or if you make your own, this is where you would add it. And so you're going to stir that up just to get those brown bits from the bottom, because that's lots of flavor, you guys. And then I'm going to add in 2 packets of beef stew seasoning that I got from my local grocery store. Or you can use whatever seasonings you want for this step, and you're just going to stir that up. And after that, you're going to add in your beef and add in those juices too, because that's lots of flavor. And then you're going to stir that up. And so after you add your veggies on top, you're going to close it, and then you're going to press the meat option. That's what's on my pressure cooker. And I pressed it until it was on the high setting. Mine says well. And then you are going to adjust the time to 25 minutes. And so while that's cooking, I am going to peel 4 Idaho potatoes. And so I chose to add my potatoes after the meat cooks because I didn't want my potatoes to get mushy and then it become mashed potatoes. And so I am just going to wash my potatoes, and you want to wash those until the water runs clear, just to get all of that starch off of it. And so this is the meat after 25 minutes, and it is nice and fork tender. Look how tender that meat is, y'all. Okay, and so that is done. And so you're going to add in your potatoes. And so we're just going to use the saute button on our pressure cooker, and then add your potatoes. And this is where you're going to add in your peas or whatever other like frozen vegetables you want to add to it. And so I ended up using about 2 cups of frozen peas. You can use mixed vegetables if you want. And then I added in about 1 cup of frozen carrots because I felt like I didn't have enough carrots. And then you're going to stir that up. And we're really just going to cook this until the potatoes are fork tender. And so I want my my broth to be thicker, so I'm adding a cornstarch slurry. And so I used about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to maybe 1/4 of a cup of water, and I stirred that up and I added it to the pot, and then it's just going to boil and thicken up. And this is the finished product. This was so flavorful, so tender. This is perfect for fall, winter. This is just a nice comfort food. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the support. See you next time. Bye.